Hey guys, so this is going to be a video about my rankings for all the weapons in History Channel Battlefield Pacific. This ranking is only applicable to the single player mode, as I was not fortunate enough to experience the multiplayer before it went completely dead. I will be excluding your sidearm pistol from this list, as it's a weapon you can't drop or pick up. In total, there will be 7 weapons on this list. First off, at number 7, I have the Trench Gun. This quite honestly is the biggest joke of a weapon in this game. It's way too weak, it has limited ammo, it takes forever to reload, and its blasts just aren't wide for a shotgun. Just look at how a full clip can't even take out this pair of enemies at close range, and it's even worse from long range. It even sounds super weak. In my opinion, they should have made this gun a lot stronger, because it would have been cool to use an actual shotgun in this game. If for some reason you do decide to use this gun, keep in mind that it is possible to partially reload the gun to cut down on the reload time by pressing fire in the middle of your reload. It can be picked up in all 3 trench missions. At number 6, I have the Type 38 Arisaka rifle. The reason why I have this gun as the second weakest on this list is because simply it's a bolt action rifle. It's strong, but it's just too slow to fire and it has a small clip. Overall, this is not a great weapon and should only be used if you have no other choice. In my opinion though, it's pretty fun to play around with if you want to give yourself a challenge. At least it sounds kinda cool, unlike the trench gun. At number 5, I have the classic M1 Garand. The M1 Garand is a semi-automatic rifle and is featured in just about every World War II shooter out there. This is the first respectable weapon on this list in my opinion. It's powerful, but it sucks that you can't reload it unless the clip is empty. This is consistent with real life in other games though. Overall, this is a solid weapon. At number 4, I have another classic weapon, the Thompson submachine gun. This is the first automatic weapon on this list, and you'll see the top 4 weapons I have are all automatic. In my opinion, this is the worst automatic weapon though, simply because it's not that powerful and its small clip is a disadvantage. This weapon is basically an inferior version of the BAR, which I'll talk about later on this list. At number 3, I have another automatic weapon, the Japanese Type 100 submachine gun. I really like this weapon and it's actually my main weapon that I use throughout the game, mostly because of its high ammo capacity and most importantly because it's very easy to replenish ammo for because you can easily pick up ammo from dead soldiers. As such, this is the weapon I usually have in my first gun slot. Its shots aren't as powerful as the next 2 guns on this list, but overall I really like this weapon. At number 2, I have the Japanese Type 96 light machine gun. I love this gun because it's very powerful and it has a high ammo capacity, a full 30 round clip. It's the only gun in the game that has those 2 qualities. Still, the weapon does have a couple of drawbacks. The weapon does have a high recoil, it's the highest recoil of any automatic weapon in the game. As such, tapping on the trigger can often be a better strategy than holding it down. The weapon also has a slow reload animation. Reloading an empty clip takes about 5 seconds, which is much longer than most other weapons in the game, which take only about 2 to 3 seconds each. The weapon is also pretty large and takes up far more of your screen than any other weapon. That's a really minor thing though. I do think the weapon is fun to use because I think it looks cool and it has a lot of oomph. And finally at number 1, I have the American BAR light machine gun. I love this weapon because even though it has a 20 round clip, it's very powerful and it has a super fast reload animation. Just look at that. A reload of an empty clip takes only about 2 seconds, compared to 5 seconds with the other light machine gun, the Japanese Type 96. If ammo for this weapon wasn't so scarce, this is the gun I definitely have in my first gun slot. Overall, this is an excellent weapon. In conclusion, here's my tier list for all the weapons. In the S tier, I have the 2 light machine guns with the BAR and the Type 96. Not far behind in the A tier, I have the Type 100. Still useful in the B tier, I have the Thompson and the M1 Garand. And lastly, big drop from the B tier, the trash tier, I have the Type 38 and the terrible trench gun. So yeah, that's my weapons rankings for History Channel Battlefield Pacific. I do really wish I could have experienced the multiplayer to really experience these from that perspective, but hey, not too many people were able to experience it. Hope you guys enjoyed this ranking, and until next time.